I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like this might be the one.
With that being said, I mean, it could be the one last year and the year before too. Like, so what's it like playing in this tournament, like having to compete, every other night consistently, do or die?
It's hard, especially, knowing that if you lose, that's it. So I think the stakes are higher, the lights are brighter, and I think you got to limit, your mistakes a lot, and try to be your best every night because, a lot of 16 seeds, be a lot of 1 seeds, a lot of upsets, and you're not trying to be on that side, So just going into these games, just trying to be, overly prepared, and not trying to make the same mistakes that we made last year.
You just mentioned, playing in this tournament every year that you've been here. What have you taken away from each one of those that, can help you this time around?
One I would say just, embracing the moment, knowing that this is the best thing that I've been a part of, and I try to live in the moment, and try to, build those guys every day. But going into these tournaments, it's kind of, you can get a little nervous, because of the stakes, but, I feel like we put in so much work from June to now that prepared us for this moment. And I feel like we're playing our best basketball right now, and we're just trying to keep it rolling.
You talk about those moments where you might get nervous. LJ was talking about how you guys can elevate your game. It's just when you're tired, push through that fatigue. Was there moments during this season that you recall, maybe where you kind of assimilate what you're about to, take on?
Yeah. Especially the way we play. We play extremely hard. And, sometimes you tell yourself, I'm tired, I can't go anymore. But you're not playing for yourself. You got 4 other guys that's on the floor with you. And I feel like, when you're tired, you got to go through that adversity, and trying to break through that. And I feel like going into the tournament, I feel like every game is going to be hard. And the moment you let up, that might be the turning point of the game. So just going into these games, just being mentally prepared to knowing that, every game is going to be a dogfight, and just knowing that if you let up and you don't do what you're supposed to do, your season could be over.
You've been here for 6 years, and you use the tournament each time. There are players who go through their career and don't make it there once. How do you put in perspective just the opportunity that you had here to consistently have an opportunity to compete in March Madness?
Yeah, that's crazy. You try to call me old too. It's really a blessing, and I think that's why I came to University of Houston. It's a winning program. But being in the tournament every year, you don't really hear that a lot. But like I said, it's my last go around, and I got to make this one count.
Because you feel that way, you're dealing with that. Are you the classic day-to-day? And I guess what are some of the markers you're going to use that you're going to be able to tell whether you're ready to go?
Oh, I'm ready.
Huh?
I'm ready right now. But I'm just trying to, just be cautious, day by day. Get a lot of treatment. And I wanted to be out there with those guys, this past tournament. But, they did what they had to do. When the brother is down, I just felt like next man is up. And I feel like they took care of that. But I'll be 100% ready for Thursday.
What are the keys to success when it comes to being consistent in this tournament and winning games?
I want to say just playing for each other. It's going to have time in the games where teams go on runs. And, that's college basketball. We're playing a lot of great teams. And I just feel like us keeping our composure and just traveling with our culture, and knowing what the main objective is. So just going into these games with a lot of confidence in ourselves, knowing that we can win any game that we play.
Juan, since you've been here, I don't think you've been worse than a 4 or 5 seed. Does it take a little bit of the suspense out when you're the first name in the region that you hear and being the number 1 and not having to sweat it out or worried about being a 10 or a 12 or something like that?
Yeah, I feel like
with the programs, sort of.
Yeah, I feel like we put ourselves in this, situation. Especially like all these hard games that we played, like going 10-0 on the road. That's hard to do. But we did it. So being a number 1 seed, it helps us a lot. And to be honest, it really doesn't matter, like the number that's next to the name, because anything can happen in March. So, like I said, just going forward, we're just trying to get better every day, and just be ready for the first game.